Lockie, how far away do you think that the team is from sort of returning back to its best football?
For me, I think the games that we've been playing, obviously other than the Central Coast game, which was unfortunate, I think we've been putting in some real good performances. I think everyone can sort of see that when we're out in the park. But yeah, I think for us it's the goal scoring has been our biggest problem. But yeah, in terms of dominating games and things, I think, yeah, for sure that we're on top.
It's sort of been a consistent, I know you've just come back into the sub, it's been a consistent issue probably when you were first here as well. What's the key, do you think, to being a bit more clinical and making the most of those games where you are on top?
Yeah, I think, look, at the end of the day, scoring goals is the hardest part of the game, which is why there's so little of them. So I think it's a number of things. I think confidence is a massive thing in scoring goals, let alone most things with football. So yeah, I mean, we've had a few interruptions. We've had Aloisi, who was scoring goals, and then he gets COVID, and that sort of does break momentum. But yeah, I think once we find it as a team, it's one of those things that'll just keep happening. So I think for sure confidence is one of the biggest things.
Are you, as a team, sometimes a bit unfairly targeted, or do you think maybe in the heat and the emotion of a game, maybe Carl overstated that? How did you see it from your point of view?
I think that there's definitely some decisions that don't go our way, but I think as a player it's really important not to get too involved in it and sort of just let Carl deal with it. And in the end of the day, he's on the sideline, he gets to speak to the officials much more than us. I think it's a little bit difficult for us to go up to the referees and sort of give our word, especially when we're on the pitch. So yeah, look, I'm sure there's some part of it that could help us out in games, but you can't look at it like that.
As an attacking and creative player, how important is it that you are protected?
I think it's for everyone to be protected, to be honest. I think for me, I've never really been too involved in what the referees do. I think if you do that, you're not really focusing on the rest of the stuff. So yeah, for me, I think just like anything, it can affect the game, but I think, I mean, if you're going to do a video review at the end of the week, you're not going to talk about the referees. So yeah, we try not to think about it too much.
It's probably your best performance, I would say, against Melbourne Victory since your return. How do you assess your game, and how have you found your loan spell since your return?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, getting in some good performances, which is obviously, the reason I'm here. I think I said it when I came. I'm here to play games and really develop myself as a player. So yeah, the fact that I'm doing well and helping out the team as much as I can. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with it.
Macarthur on Friday night, they obviously had a good win on the weekend. What do you expect from that game, and the position you're in now on the league table? Sort of every game's a final.
Yeah, I think it's getting now to that pointy end of the table where we spoke about we were in third place, but the other teams are sort of starting to catch up with those games. So yeah, I think for us a win, and for the rest of the games, wins are absolutely vital. So yeah, for us and the boys, we're really just focused on now on obviously the Friday game, and then we've got the Tuesday game, which are both must-win games for us. So yeah.
Then you had a few guys out with COVID and injury. Do you know if any of those injured players will be back for Friday night?
I know that Popper has been back training and will be available. I don't think Jako's quite ready yet, and then I think there might be a few returning from COVID as well, depending on how they feel and whatnot. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to say when they haven't been able to do anything, but yeah, hopefully we can have a bolster in the squad.
How's it going?
Yeah, I think he's all right. He hasn't been in that training. I think he went to get scans today, so hopefully see more tomorrow or today with what's going on with him, but I don't think it's as bad as what it first looked, which is a good thing.
Has he been made aware of how bad he made it look with the stretcher?
Yeah, I think he's been told a few things, but yeah, no, he's all right. He's a good boy.
Did he plan on walking off with his hands?
I don't know. Maybe he just felt bad, didn't want to make it worse, or I'm not quite sure what he was thinking with it. But yeah, I think the main thing is that he's feeling all right. So.
Just on the importance of the game, and like you said, you're wearing 30 now, sort of sliding down. You're up there the whole year. It now looks like you're in a danger of being overtaken for those final spots. What changes mentality-wise?
I don't think it changes anything mentality-wise. I mean, we always go into the games the same. We need to win the game. So obviously there's now a little bit more urgency, and sometimes a little urgency can help the boys along, especially like you said, we've had a few injuries and stuff. But like we've said, and Carl said before, we've got all the boys, they know their roles when they come in. Like they could not play for 4 weeks and they can come in and they can do a job, if not do really well. So I think as a group that's so important for us, especially with the last 5 games and getting these little injuries and COVID. So yeah, I think the boys are really ready for it.
Ross has obviously gone, Damien's in. What's Damien brought to the group? Has he implemented anything new, and has that maybe freshened things up in an important time of the season?
Yeah, look, Ross is a massive loss for us. He's so good with the boys, especially the younger boys, keeping him in line, and he's always got a lot of good things to say, and he's always wanting to help. So yeah, it will be a big loss. But yeah, with Damien, he's only been in for I think a couple of weeks now, and even Ross, this was the first session, Ross hasn't been here, so I think it's more for him to just try to get a feel of the place. And but yeah, he's chucking in his comments, which is obviously like really helpful, and all times, I mean, he's a good goal scorer. So for someone like myself in the front third, any advice is good advice. So yeah, we're really happy to have him there.
Do you have any clarity what happens at the end of the season for you? Yeah.
Nah, for me, I'm not really focused on that at the moment. I think for me, it's just more about week to week, just trying to play as good as I can and then see what happens at the end of the season.
You happy being back in it?
Always. Best place in the world.